Here comes the group and sort. How you are going to use it. It's a wonderful tool that you should always utilize it. How to find the group and sort? Right click anywhere here and group and sort. So let's take one by one. What's show group totals? Let's remove this one and see how it will look like. As you see, the WBS will read nothing. It would be empty. You can do this in order to clarify things and be easier for your eye, for the readers, and to avoid confusion, because a lot might not understand this. So you can use this only to know that, okay, to read and go through each and every activity would be way easier, especially when you're sorting with start. So when do you want to know this WBS started? You'll see here 28 June and go to the last activity 16 September. So what about shrink vertical grouping bands? These are the grouping bands and they take some kind of space. You want just to shrink it, you'll press here and here it takes less space. So what hide if empty, by now you should know that if any WBS does not have an activity, it would show empty. So what about the rest here? Here it's talking about WBS. What to show? Shall we show the title? Whenever the only thing that can be shown alone is the name and description. Both title and ID code should be shown together. So should we show the title? The title would be just WBS construction. If we want to show the ID code, it would show also GR0, whatever the code project code, and the code of the WBS. Here it comes. So how useful is this? And what's show grand totals and show each and everything? So let's first remove this one. You cannot use this unless you show it. So if you want to show grand total, this will show another, will add another, like a higher level hierarchy in the WBS showing the whole total of the project. If you apply it, you'll go scroll up and you'll find this total. It's equal to this one, but if you have, let's say, different projects, so it would be different. So you'd be like, you have another project and another project guard room, another project it's whatsoever room, patient room, whatsoever. So now you have two rooms and you have the total. That's why this one is useful. So what about show summaries only? For me, what I see that show summaries is a very wonderful tool when it comes to reporting for higher management or knowing the progress overall per WBS. So if you just go to group and sort, show summaries only, press apply, no activities is shown. So this one is so simple. You will just see all the WBS that you have just created. You can also minimize or expand, collapse or expand. What is this useful for? It's useful for only showing, for example, the structural work would take from 28 June to 16 September and so on. And you would know when the architecture would start and when it would finish. And when shall you bring the facade specialist subcontractor and all the facade works, when it would be finished to look good in the exterior. And most of the non-construction professionals, when they see the facade works is finished, they assume that the building is finished, which is not true, because there might be no finishing inside and no MEP inside. But this one is so important, even psychologically, to make the client feel happy that the project is almost finished. And you can see here, it's an amazing tool, and to use it, no activities is shown at all. It's an amazing tool to monitor in a high level your project. So again, you'll go back to default. Default here, it's not grouping by, no groups. By WBS, it will show us an activity list. See, as you see here, nothing is grouped, and you just see a list for activities. These activities can be grouped by different things. You can group it by the codes. In just case, some items or some activities doesn't have the code, it will show no code. As you see here, let's collapse to, it's only one level, and here we have This one no code, and these are the structural activities, architectural, MAB, and these are the rest, pre-qualification, construction, whatsoever. You can group and sort by whatsoever you want to show. There is a lot of items as well to group and sort with. Just make sure that you get familiar with most of these items, and you have by the way, you have to try as much as possible. Just keep in mind that you can do whatever you want to do here, and just choose according to your project situation and according to what report you want. There is a lot of things you might do here. So just check out, because there are hundreds of combinations as well. Just check and make sure what to use and what not to use. In our case, we are going to use, let's say, for example, activity type, apply, it's finish milestone, start milestone, task dependent. There's a numerous amount of grouping you could do, or you could say we can group by the code. The code first, we remove this one, and the second one would be grouping by the activity type, and apply. As you see here, you'll find two groups. If you open the structural, it's only task dependent. If you open here, you'll finish milestone. So you can do whatever you want with the group and sort tool, and it's really amazing tool, and I do recommend this so much, while you, especially when you're using resources and checking the activity percentage complete for each and every WBS alone. So if you have buildings, if you can give, for example, the activity percentage complete, or the schedule percentage complete, or the performance percentage complete, especially, you're going to see this in the resources, the performance percentage complete for the WBS. So by now, the group and sort is finished. It's an amazing tool. Just don't underestimate it. Just try doing it. Try and go familiar with it and post your questions whatsoever. But it's an amazing tool. You should try it and you should get familiar with it. It's really, really one of the most amazing tool and the most underestimated tool as well in the P6.